Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm good, but I'm also sad at the same time because Christmas vacation is over. I actually have responsibilities like going to school now, man. Life just sucks. But in all seriousness, I'm excited to see where this semester takes me. And I'm also very excited because I had some artwork commissioned. And god damn it, it looks so good. This was done by one of my members, Autendo. You guys voted for it to be my profile picture, but just in case you haven't seen it yet, here it is. And god, it's just so good. In fact, you know what? It's so good that for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna move it right there. And yes, we've got more stuff incoming. Autendo's gonna be working on a bunch more stuff for me. I'm planning on starting regularly scheduled Salt streams soon. In case you couldn't tell by now, I'm very excited. Although now with all the happiness and excitement and all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the negativity. Because once again today, we're gonna be talking about Reforge. Or I guess at this point we could call him DSP Forge. Very original, I know. Because damn, if you thought he made himself look bad last time we talked about him with the membership begging, he somehow got worse, like way worse. Like from a purely e-begging perspective, I genuinely think Reforge is worse than DSP now. That is quite the accomplishment, I must say. However, accomplishment does not equal good. It means you're good at something, but it doesn't mean that the thing you're good at is good. Now, before we get into this, I just want to say a couple things. First of all, Reforge has gone on Twitter and said that this was taken out of context. I cannot confirm or deny this because this stream was members only. However, I don't really know what context this could possibly be in that would make it sound good. Also, the 4 clips we're taking a look at are from different moments in the stream. They're all spliced up and I got them off Twitter. So all 4 of these clips are not one large clip. These were all taken from different moments in the stream. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the e-begging.
Are we trying to foster a community or a members only community? I have zero desire to interact with the public or allow the public into my Discord. Fuck them.
We're off to a very fantastic start. You know he's serious when he doesn't say frick and he actually just says the F word flat out. But yeah, there you go, guys. He has zero desire to interact with the public. I don't even have a problem with him saying that he doesn't want to let the public into his Discord because I also have a members only Discord, so I understand why he doesn't want to open it up to everybody. Putting it behind a small paywall can immediately stop like almost all the issues you could possibly encounter with a public Discord. You don't have to worry about bots or raids or anything like that. So when he doesn't want to make the Discord public, that's perfectly fine. The problem is the first thing he said, that he doesn't have any interest in interacting with the public at all. Immediately, my mind went to this Wings of Redemption clip.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Like, it's just such a toxic and almost entitled mindset. Like, he's basically saying, oh, you have to pay me money to have the privilege of interacting with me. And if you don't, and you're just one of the regular public viewers, then F you. But I don't want to say too much, so let's go ahead and watch the next clip.
That's my attitude. Like, if they're watching my channel enough to want to be in my Discord, they have a membership. Guaranteed. Everybody else can piss off. Because I know who everybody else is.
Now, he's not entirely wrong about the first thing. Like, if you were watching him for a while and you wanted to be in his Discord that badly, then chances are you probably would have gotten a membership at that point to join the Discord. The key word, though, is probably. I know this is hard for you to imagine, Reforge, but there are people out there who will watch you consistently but not get a membership. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. If they don't want to, they don't have to. And you shouldn't be telling them to piss off because they don't want to. Because guess what? Whether they're a member or not, when they watch your content, they're giving you views, likes, or dislikes, possibly comments, watch time. All of this adds up to your statistics. It doesn't matter if they're giving you money or not, you are still gaining something from them just being there watching your content. And something very important to highlight is at the very end, he says, I know who everybody else is. Now, I'm assuming he's referring to like trolls and people who just want to mess with him and stuff. If you want trolls to piss off and leave you alone, I totally understand that. But guess what? Just because somebody isn't a member, that doesn't mean they're automatically a troll. I mean, look at me. I have 39 members and 11,000 subs. Does that mean the other 10,961 people who are subbed to me are trolls?
No, of course not.
Like, it's so dumb it hurts my brain. Oh, they're not giving me money, they must be a troll. Now, piss off. Then again, maybe this is some secret strategy. Maybe the best way to get new members is to to insult non-members and give them the middle finger. Although that's not how his producer feels. So let's go ahead and check out the next clip, because this is where things get especially hilarious.
And almost every single Discord I'm in is seeing more success than we are on the Discord front.
So just rename the help room. I mean, I guess you could just rename that room general chat and be like, hey, this is a general chat room for you to get assistance in becoming a member here. I have absolutely zero interest in interacting with people who are not a member on the YouTube channel.
Okay, the first thing I have to ask is, why is this conversation with his producer happening live on air? I don't care if it's a members only stream, this is the last conversation you should be having live. But whatever, regardless of what I think, the conversation happened. And as you heard, Reforge doubled down on his original claim. He has zero interest in interacting with non-members. You know, I'm starting to realize why Reforge sympathizes with big corporations so much and why he shills for them. It's because he has the exact same mindset as one. Give me money, if you don't matter. Again, I feel like I should reiterate, there's nothing wrong with doing a members only Discord, but saying that you have zero desire to interact with non-members and saying if you're not a member you can piss off, this is just like an awful thing to say. And clearly this strategy is not working, because your producer literally just said that your Discord is performing worse than like any other Discord he's in. Like, Reforge, is that haircut cutting off circulation to your brain? Why would you have a problem with your Discord not doing well if it's members only? Why are you having this conversation live on air with your producer? Why are you so entitled to the point where you believe that people should have to give you money to interact with you? So many questions, so few answers. But either way, now we're gonna get into the last clip, in which his producer has to explain to him why it's a bad idea to be talking like this on air.
You're worried about people that don't matter. They don't matter. If they're not a member on YouTube, they don't matter. They don't.
We have to stop saying that.
Why? We've
Because they're
mushroomed.
potential members. They matter.
Thank you, Mr. Producer. Dear God, I feel so bad for this guy. Imagine having to be the producer for this clown. I don't think you could pay me enough to do that. He finally said what I've wanted to say this whole time, but I've been holding off on it. Let's put aside like morals and like, oh, you know, this is a mean thing to say or whatever. Since you want to treat this like a business, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk business for a second. Every non-member has the potential to be a member in the future. However, people don't like to be insulted unless it's their kink, which that does not apply for most people. You gotta think about it this way. Non-members are your potential customers. If you give them the middle finger by saying you don't want to interact with them and they don't matter unless they give you money, that's gonna be a big turnoff for a lot of people. Because a lot of people are gonna say, wow, this guy's a dick, I don't want to financially support him. So it doesn't matter if you look at this from like a moral being a good person stance or a business stance. You just shot yourself in the foot so badly. And I swear to God, does anybody else get the feeling that this feels like a therapy session between him and his producer? Like, it almost feels like his producer is his therapist and he's live on air with Reforge and he's like, no, you can't say that. Remember, we talked about this in our last session. And he's like crapping himself on the inside because Reforge just did the equivalent of that Tom and Jerry meme where Tom puts the shotgun into the wall and it loops back around at his head. Reforge's producer, if you're watching this, please reach out to me on Discord. I have so many questions. In fact, you know what? I might get copyright claimed for this, but when Reforge says these people don't matter, this is immediately what I think of.
These people are meaningless.
Obviously, I'm not comparing Reforge to Omni-Man. This is just immediately what I thought of when he said that. But either way, with all that said, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. I think I've said my piece at this point. If you've seen my other video on Reforge, you know how much I despise e-bagging and just any form of entitlement. So I guess I'll end with a question. After seeing this, who do you think is worse, DSP or Reforge? Personally, I think Reforge, because whenever I think of Reforge, I think of one of those like bishops or priests or whoever who constantly tries to swindle people out of their money. Like back during the Martin Luther era in Europe. Oh, give me $10,000 and you get a get out of hell for free card. It's definitely not so I can buy more Boys Life magazines. I'm sorry. So on that very bad joke, we're gonna end the video. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.